The Home Secretary Theresa May has agreed to halt extradition proceedings against the computer hacker Gary McKinnon whilst she reviews evidence of his medical condition. His defence team say that McKinnon suffers from Asperger's and might kill himself if he is sent to America to face charges of hacking into the Pentagon computer system. The coalition government is reviewing the entire extradition agreement between Britain and the United States. Our chief correspondent Alex Thompson reports.
Forget for a moment Gary McKinnon's actual case. For what this is a major test that a coalition in power will act on what it said in opposition. To the fore then, the new coalition government, David Cameron, Home Secretary Theresa May and Nick Clegg. They all supported Mr McKinnon in opposition. Nick Clegg went along to their demos. Today, Theresa May said she agreed with the McKinnon legal team that the whole extradition case be adjourned while she considers the medical case against it. And the High Court this afternoon duly went with that adjournment. Today, Gary McKinnon's mother, 8 years into this campaign and 7 Home Secretaries, is delighted.
I think it's very significant that they have actually halted next week's judicial review, next week's court hearing, because they are fully considering trying Gary here. The fact of him being tried here is what we've always fought for.
But there's far more to this than Gary McKinnon. The government's newly published coalition agreement says, page 14, that the extradition deal with the USA, which means we send our people there, but they don't send theirs here, should be overhauled. Its crime and policing section reads,
"We will review the operation of the Extradition Act and the US-UK Extradition Treaty to make sure it's even-handed."
The whole extradition treaty needs to be looked at. It causes massive injustice for a lot of people. But the fact is that I think Gary's case has really highlighted to people, it's brought it to the public's attention.
As for Mr McKinnon, lawyers argue that the 44-year-old man has Asperger's syndrome, which leads to obsessive behaviour. It's a form of autism. And he hacked into the US's military computer system because he had a compulsion to investigate UFOs. His campaigners say he would be at suicide risk if sent to America, where he faces a possible 60-year prison term. For their part, the Americans say he would receive appropriate medical support and counselling. But now we have a Home Secretary examining the case for a government which clearly thinks the extradition deal itself is a no-go. That being so, the chances of Gary McKinnon standing trial in the US are tonight smaller than in 8 years since, as he freely admits, he hacked open the Pentagon.
Alex Thompson reporting now.